probably noticed it before. The people who seem to claw their way to the top are often the most ruthless, the most self-serving, the ones willing to lie, cheat, or bully their way forward. But what if I told you that power is a lie, an illusion that rewards the very traits we despise? In this video, we'll explore why the worst people seem to thrive, and what that means for all of us. Let's start with the ancient Greeks. Aristotle taught that humans are political animals, inherently driven to form communities and hierarchies. From the earliest city-states to modern corporations, hierarchy creates winners and losers. But hierarchy also rewards a dark side of human nature, ambition unchecked by empathy. In evolutionary terms, those ruthless few gain access to resources, mates, and influence. Next, consider Machiavelli's timeless insight. It's better to be feared than loved. In The Prince, he argued that cruelty, used sparingly and strategically, secures loyalty and obedience. Compassion, on the other hand, can be mistaken for weakness. A leader who shows mercy risks being overrun by rivals who show none. This cynical calculus still drives boardrooms and political campaigns today. But power itself remains an illusion, built on perception more than reality. French philosopher Michel Foucault showed us that power flows through networks, through discourse, institutions, and social norms, rather than residing in a single person. If the network believes in your authority, you become powerful. That's why bullies, loudmouths, and manipulators dominate social media. They command attention and set the conversation. Psychology gives us another clue. The dark triad, narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Studies show individuals scoring high on these traits often rise in organizations. Why? They take risks others avoid. They play office politics without remorse, and they exploit loopholes in rules and ethics. Their lack of empathy, far from holding them back, frees them from guilt, fear, and doubt. Yet power's lie is that it promises security and control while delivering isolation and paranoia. History's tyrants often end their days in exile or prison, surrounded by enemies of their own making. Modern executives burn out, cut off from genuine relationships, trapped in a cycle of fear lest they lose their status. The higher they climb, the lonelier the summit. So how do we respond to this paradox? First, recognize the systems that reward toxicity, performance metrics that ignore ethics, cultures that prize short-term gains over long-term trust. Applause for aggression rather than collaboration. By redesigning incentives, rewarding mentorship, transparency, and shared success, we can shift the balance toward healthier leadership. Second, cultivate what social psychologists call moral courage. Speak up when you see abuse of power. Support colleagues who challenge unethical behavior. Remember that a single dissenting voice can plant the seed of change in an organization. Courage doesn't require grand heroics. It often begins with a quiet refusal to look away. Finally, nurture your own inner power. Power rooted not in domination, but in integrity. True strength comes from knowing your values and acting consistently with them. It comes from building relationships based on trust, where influence flows naturally because others respect you, not because they fear you. In the end, power is indeed a lie if we judge it by its ability to corrupt and destroy. But power reclaimed by empathy, wisdom, and shared purpose can become the greatest force for good. The real challenge isn't escaping hierarchy, it's transforming it. And that journey starts with each of us choosing not to play the game by the old, toxic rules.